Hello, my name is Will and welcome back to the Bald Book Geek. I hope you join me on this fine morning. I want to review Darkdawn by Jay Kristoff, the final book in the Nevernight Chronicles. If you are a long-time viewer of this channel, you will know that I adore this series, and I am not disappointed. I'm not going to give any major story things away. This review is spoilerish free, and I just don't want to terrify everyone and give away major plot details. So I did an initial reaction to this book, and like I said in that one, I was extremely lucky to get the ARC of the book, just through chance and knowing someone who had it and said, "Do you want to read it?" And I was like, yes. So where do I start? So Mia is in hot water. Everything is crashing down around her and her friends and her life, and everything is just collapsing, and there's nothing anyone can do at this point. It's brutal, it's dark, the writing is gorgeous and on point. I mean, oh my god. So a lot of people don't like Jay Kristoff's writing style, and I can get that. It can be a bit jarring when you first start Nevernight with the way it's written. But there are two ways of reading it. You can skip the footnotes. You don't have to read them. And it's quite easy not, because they add a lot to the story, but I tend to read it in two ways. Also, the audiobooks of this are rather special as well. And Darkdawn just gives you that. It gives you this crawling, dark, beautiful, epicness that is what he's done with this. And this is not scared to pack its punches. One of the biggest misconceptions about the Darkdawn book and Nevernight Chronicles is that they are YA or new adult, and they are not any of those things. They are adult fiction, and that comes from the writer himself. And I think people need to realise that just because your main character is a teenager doesn't mean the book is for teenagers. I wouldn't want a 13-year-old to be reading the Nevernight books unless you kind of sat down and talked to them first, because these books are 18 rated for good, jokingly, it's like these books film if they were a film. And I mean, this is just gorgeous. I love the way he writes. His prose, the way he uses English is beautiful, and the characters each have a distinct and complicated voice that's definitely unique for each character. You never feel like there's information dumps from the characters. You never feel like you're slogging through it. The pace is good, because usually in books, especially fantasy, pacing is difficult to get right. He gets it right. And I want to say, I want him to revisit this world. Jay Kristoff, if you ever listen to this review, please revisit this world at some point or another. I get that we'll never get another story about Mia, because I think we all know what happens to her in the end, partly because that's more or less a spoiler from book 1, and that's not even a spoiler, I think we all know. But this world is so complicated and rich. I describe Darkdawn as like a fantasy Assassin's Creed with beautiful and flawed characters and just this overreaching power to them. I could talk passionately about these books and just go, wow. And Darkdawn does not disappoint. I sat there and I read it from cover to cover, and I just couldn't stop. I couldn't put it down. You get pulled in, the action is good, the story is good, it's violent, it's bloody, there's some sex, there's all of this stuff going on, and it's just a fantastic book. And I think Nevernight Chronicles full stop are a game changer for fantasy, and people need to stop holding up shit like the Six of Ravens or whatever it is, and the god-awful Priory of the Orange Tree. They were not game changers. That one was generic YA and one was trying way too hard. Nevernight Chronicles and Darkdawn just give you everything that you want from it. They are spectacular. I cannot tell you any more without giving too much away. I've given each book a 4 out of 5, and this is no different. This is a 4 out of 5 from me. Have you guys read the Nevernight books yet? Tell me in the comments below. Like and subscribe as always, and I'll be back soon. Bye.